to Just Vibey Vibes. Welcome. Let's talk about Big Brother NAIJA. Today, shine your eye eviction episode. People that told us that, hey, it is not what you see or what you think you have seen. 4 new housemates. Wow. But they look good though. I'm like, Big Brother, why did you not even bring them? Like, seriously, you could have switched some of these housemates for us. Okay, let's talk about the, what am I even going to start with? Let's talk about the eviction. Earrings was the first person to go. Earrings really broke my heart when he was crying. When Big Brother was during the confessionals, it was like, oh my God, Earrings. Sometimes I said it in, if you watch my first episode when they were talking about the whole when they were just getting into the house, I did say that Earrings is, people say Earrings is the Lakon, and I said no, Earrings is not Lakon, because Earrings has a lot of ideas, but he doesn't know how to pass it through. He knows a lot of things, but the way he talks, it just feels like, a professor talking to you about something you don't really understand. He doesn't feel like your friend just breaking something down to you. He doesn't feel like that friend that knows so much that if you're chilling with a friend, then you can pass on. Look at that friend that knows a lot, that maybe you can go to that friend when you need just answer to something, but you're not going to that friend to learn, because it feels like when they are talking, it's too big of a thing for you to learn. That's what I think of Earrings. So and he had the lowest vote when Big Brother showed him the chat. This he really had. He was going home. So then the next person that went home was Nii. I feel like Nii can go home. There are some people, to be honest, that I feel like Nii can go home. Nii is okay, but he could go home. So when Nii went home, I was like, okay, Beatrice. I don't know how I felt. When it comes to Beatrice, she's boring, yes. But I did feel like she was misunderstood. She did bring a bit of drama. Remember I did that she had that whole thing with Peace. So she does bring a bit of drama to the house. But she's kind of like hot and cold. And sometimes people have that personality normally. But that kind of personality is not really good when you just in that kind of situation. And if you have that kind of personality, your host should be really, really hot. So that when you're cold, people will be like, okay, what is happening? Your fans will be, you know what I mean? But her hot is not that hot. And then because she kind of in this kind of situation, and when you go to things like Big Brother, you should make sure your name never gets into the people's mouth for eviction, because her name was already in their mouth for the wild card. That was why she and J Paul, they just put them through. If not that Boma switched them up, if not, J Paul would have still been there, because of the fact that their name is already in the mouth. If the person's name is already in your mouth, okay, so just put that person, and that person is already there, then you cannot find new people to add. That's what normally happens. So it is really, really good that to make sure your name is not on their mouth. Okay, so that was what happened. And then Yusuf and White Money was saying, White Money during his whole confessionals with Big Brother, diary room with Big Brother, he was talking about he's happy that the fact that he's cooking for them, he's being more selfless, taking care of other people more than he's taking care of himself, and blah blah blah. I like White Money. He was thinking about even going to cook for them. White Money is a very, very seriously, he needs to stay to the end. I know people are saying he's going to stay to the end, he's not going to win. White Money needs to win that show. I'm sorry, why should another person win the show? Explain to me. White Money is fun, he's entertaining, he's everything. I'm sorry, why should someone else win it? Why should White Money stay to the end and not win it? I feel like White Money can win it. I don't see any other person better than White Money in the house. Without White Money in that house, the way those housemates, they are very boring. That house would be dead without White Money. They need White Money. White Money was the savior. And I'm glad that Big Brother actually, I know that some people are like, oh, why are you bringing more house guests? They need to bring more house guests, because that will change the dynamics. Now they have Michael, Kevin, JMK, and Queen. I feel like it's going to change the dynamic of the house, because guess what? Those 4 people now will have to stick with each other, automatically, because if these other people win head of household, they're going to vote them in. Because these are going to be, okay, these are the people that are safe bet, because they're not people that we already know. They are not part of the clique. So that way it's going to bring a bumpy head. I don't know if you watch Big Brother USA. That's why I like it, because they have cliques. They have, you know what I mean? So the way they already form groups. So when this one win, you know that you're going in. And then most of the times when you're the underdog, the person that does not do that much, you might just skate through or to the end, because they're not seeing you as a competition. So I like the fact that they brought it, because this will bring that kind of, because to be honest, this is my first time watching Big Brother NAIJA, the whole full thing. I've been watching clips. I watched the reunion. I've been watching, but I have never really just followed it. So I was like, this is a bit boring. I kind of prefer the American version, I like a way, because of the competition. The Canada one too, even the Australian one. Is only Nigeria one that is like the head of, like, the housemates don't vote off. Like in the other one, the housemates will be the one that will vote someone off. It will not be the public. So I was like, I kind of, because that way it brings a lot of enmity and, you know, struggle for power, and head of household is a big deal, and then they'll do power veto competition and all those stuff, you know. So it makes it really, 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 really good. But I like the fact that Big Brother has done this, that the dynamic of the house will change. These new people, now the people that are going to be the safest will be the people that can relate to these new people and also relate to their group that they have been in. Those are going to be the safest people. So that is that. I know people, Nigerian people are always thinking of relationships, but like, oh, parents, like, oh, Michael has gone competition. Big Brother is not about relationship. I don't know why Big Brother Nigeria is about relationship, because they were saying, oh, Nee is a married man, he needs to go. No, in Big Brother, like other Big Brother, you will see grandparents are there, you know, married women that, like, it's not about good looking. I know Nigerian one is all about everybody has to be good looking. Nah, there everybody look their whole way, the way they want to look. It didn't matter. It was about the game. Can you win head of household? Are you good at challenges? All those things is what puts you, and it's also a disservice for you. So I am really, really, to be honest, I am really, really, really happy with the new house guests. I feel like they're going to bring drama, and they're going to change the dynamic. And now people that brought 2 hot girls, and then because Nigerians are colorist, I'm glad that people that also brought a light-skinned girl. Yes, you guys are colorist. I'm going to say that. So I'm glad that people also brought a light-skinned girl. So that way they're going to, yeah, so the competition is like tough. Beautiful girls, fine body, big bumble, and Nigerian people like, you know what I mean? So everything is just, you know, set. Who they breathe according to nobody they breathe in that house, like their hypertension will be like because now nobody knows what is going to happen. Expect the unexpected. That is Big Brother's logo, and that is how it is. I am living for this. Like, literally, I actually thoroughly enjoyed myself. If I can say so, I really enjoyed myself. It's really good. I think the house girls will change the dynamic. You will see next head of household, whoever wins will maybe vote those people in. So it's gonna be those people against the old housemates. So the new people, you better be winning head of household and every other thing. And this is quite good, although they come at a kind of disservice, because people already had fandom, but more people will follow. That depends on how they do. If they go there and bring it hot, because the season has been boring. I was like, is this the Big Brother they're talking about? That's why I even kind of stopped reviewing it, because I was doing a day-to-day like breakdown. But when I'm watching it, I don't see anything that I really want to talk about. But now I'm back. So that is that for today's episode. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you some other time. I will start from tomorrow. I'm going to be doing like I'll watch the whole live stream, and then I'll do a breakdown like I was doing before, and we'll see how it goes. Bye-bye.